You didn't start your business to be this exhausted. You started it for freedom, flexibility, and let's be honest, a paycheck you could count on or a dream to increase your family finances. And that is a great reason to start a business. But here's the question. Why does it feel like you're working harder than ever and still not seeing the results you want? I want to tell you a secret. It's not you. It's the missing pillars that are supposed to hold your business up. When I started my cookie and cupcake shop over 25 years ago, I had big dreams too. I was a new mom to my second daughter. I left a corporate job that I loved, but couldn't sustain the travel and the relocation that it required. I had big dreams, a big desire, a ton of hustle, and I had a lot of frosting, a ton of frosting. What I didn't have? A framework. For years, I was bouncing from one fire drill to the next. Can you relate? I was taking custom orders I didn't want because after the fact, I realized I didn't make a penny on that custom order. I was changing my prices because some random person would say, well, these are expensive. Well, it turns out she wasn't my ideal client. And I was trying to market every new idea that came up. The baking business can be really trendy, and I was there for it. Yes, I tried my own version of the cronut. Does anybody remember the New York baker that went viral because he took a croissant and a donut? Well, my cupcake cookie version didn't quite go viral or take off as well as his did. So at the end of the day, I was crossing my fingers, hoping enough customers showed up so that I could make payroll. I can remember the silent prayer I'd make before I checked my bank balance. Will there be enough? I was working every day in my business, but I wasn't actually building a business. So I finally decided to hire a business coach. And day one, he looked me dead in the eye and he said, you didn't start a business. You bought yourself a job. Ouch. That was a gut punch. But he was right. It was my wake-up call, and I knew at that point I needed to do something different. So here's the thing. Us humans are obsessed with frameworks. We love recipes. We love roadmaps. We love blueprints, the 30-day challenge, a diet plan, and so on and so on. And why do you think that is? Because it gives us clarity. It's safety. It takes the pressure off of us. If I follow this, I'll get that. And you know what? It works. Frameworks move us forward faster. They reduce the 2 a.m. wake-ups wondering how you're going to keep it all together. And what I learned is this. Just like a house needs beams and a strong foundation, your business needs a strong foundation too. And that's pillars. Not trends, not another TikTok post. Pillars, real pillars. So let me take you back to my bakery days early on. On the outside, it looked like everything was working. Sales were growing, revenue was up, new customers were coming in every month. But behind the scenes, it was chaos. My team was confused. My inbox was a disaster. My family was basically getting the leftovers of my attention and my energy. And here's what I finally realized. Revenue is the vanity number. It looks good. We love to talk about it. There's so many programs about it. But if the foundation under it's cracking, it's not sustainable. That's why the first 3 pillars are what I call market demand. Pillar 1 is revenue. You need offers that bring in reliable, predictable income. Pillar 2 are customers, not just more of them, but the right ones, the ones that come back and don't drain you. And then pillar 3, your network, because the right collaborations open doors you can't open alone. You miss even one of these 3 pillars, and your business revenue will always feel like a roller coaster. Let me share with you a story of a client. She came to me, she too was a bakery owner, and she was stuck on that roller coaster. She said yes to everything. Hey, do you sell donuts? Sure, I can sell donuts. Can you open earlier? Yeah, why not? Do you have gluten-free? Okay, I'll offer gluten-free. Anybody else relate? Her menu doubled. So did the chaos, though, and so did her profit disappeared. The turning point came when we looked at her numbers, and I said, you need to be known for something. And let's let the numbers dictate what that is. Well, it turns out it was cinnamon rolls. They outsold everything by a landslide. So she leaned into that, made it her signature. Suddenly she became known for something. It helped revenue become consistent. And guess what? Her stress level way down. Revenue doesn't come from saying yes to everyone. It comes from focus and having a signature offer, something that you are so well known for that your network and clients can refer you to others easily. Let me share with you another story of a client of mine. She was a home organizer and was completely drained. She was driving all over town, quoting jobs, working late nights. From the outside, it looked like she was really busy and successful, but her bank account told a different story. Her mistake? Pricing by the hour. The moment she told a client her rate, they could do the mental math in their head and they would say stuff like, oh, 10 hours at $80 an hour. Do I really need this? So we scrapped the hourly model and built packages instead. She started selling the transformation of what she offered, not the time. Within 3 months, her revenue was up and her profit margins jumped too, because without working a single extra hour, which I love. Sometimes profit doesn't come from more clients. It comes from smarter structure to drive your revenue. So pillar number 1 of my 9-pillar framework is revenue. But don't fall into the trap of this being your vanity number. Look beneath that at your pricing, your customers, the buying patterns, your network, and what you are known for. So listen, if you're working harder than ever, wearing all the hats, and still not paying yourself first, it's not because you're not capable. It's not because your business isn't successful. It's because no one ever gave you the framework. That's why I created the 9 pillars of a sustainable business. It's the blueprint I wish I had from day one. And here's the best part. You don't need all 9 today. You just need to know where to start. So that's exactly why I'm hosting a free masterclass called 3 Steps to Boost Profits in Your Small Business. We're going to talk about the pricing mistakes. We're going to talk about your signature offer. We're going to talk about your network, the 3 pillars of market demand. So I invite you into this because I don't want you working more hours. Let's just work smarter. You can find the link below. Because it's time. It's time to build a business that actually supports your life instead of draining it. You in? So if you're interested in learning about all 9 pillars, be sure to subscribe or click follow because I'll be coming on here to talk about all the other pillars as well. Until then, I'll see you in the masterclass.